Hello friends, myself Dr. Mukundraj Patil, late Ramesh Varpudkar, Art Commerce Science College, Sonpet. Today we will discuss about plant movements. We know that plants are unicellular to multicellular in nature. They are moving from one place to another place if they are unicellular, or their parts they are moving from one place to another place due to the external stimulus or spontaneously. Such type of plant movements differentiated into the different categories. And what are these different kinds of plant movements and how these are classified, we have to study that in this today's lecture. Generally, plant movements are of two types. Number one, vital movements, and another one, that is the physical movement. Physical movements are shown by dead plant tissue or dead plant parts. The dead plant tissue or dead plant organs either absorb or lose water and show any kind of movement. That is known as physical movement. It is also known as hygroscopic movement, as water is involved in this movement. Best example of hygroscopic movement is in case of bryophytes. Generally, sporangia are having elaters which are hygroscopic in nature. Elaters absorb water and play very important role in the dispersal of spores. In certain plants like black gram, green gram, etc., fruits when exposed to the sunlight evolve water, and that particular fruit it break down, exposing the seeds. Such type of hygroscopic or physical movements, these are found in the nature. Another type, that is the vital movements. Vital movements are the movements which are shown by the living tissue or living plants. These vital movements are further divided into the two main types. That is the movement of locomotion and movement of curvature. The main difference between these two movements is that in movement of locomotion, complete organism or plant body, it is moving from one place to another place. While in case of movement of curvature, plant body is not moving from one place to another place, but some part of the plant body is bending or moving according to the external or internal stimulus. Now we will see one by one. That is movement of locomotion. Movement of locomotion is further divided into the two categories, or spontaneous movement of locomotion and induced movement of locomotion. Again, what is the difference between these two? In case of spontaneous locomotion, internal stimulus is there, while in case of induced movement of locomotion, there is external stimulus. Spontaneous movement of locomotion, which is also known as autonomous movement of locomotion, is further divided into different categories. Number one, that is the ciliary movement. In ciliary movement, what happens? The locomotion is taking place with the help of either cilia or flagella. Best example for this is Chlamydomonas. volvox. These algae are showing movement with the help of cilia or flagella. Generally male gametes, it is also example of such type of ciliary movement. Next type, that is the amoeboid type. Such type of locomotion is generally found in the Myxomycetes member, where plant body is Plasmodium type. Generally, they are producing false legs for the movement, just like in amoeba, which are known as a pseudopodium. And with the help of such type of pseudopodium, these are moving from one place to another place. Such type of locomotion, it is known as amoeboid type, because it is very common in case of amoeba. And last type, that is cyclosis. In such type of cells or plant body, protoplasm is moving around the vacuoles. And this movement or cyclosis, it is of two types, that is the rotation, in which this protoplasm is moving either clockwise or anti-clockwise. Yes, it is moving in single direction, either clockwise or anti-clockwise. But another type, that is the circulation, in which the protoplasm is moving anti-clockwise as well as clockwise. That means it is moving randomly. Such type of spontaneous locomotions, these are found in the plants. Next, that is the induced locomotion movement, which is also known as paratonic or tactic locomotion movement. It is again divided into the different types. That is phototactic. In case of phototactic locomotion, organism is moving according to the sunlight. It may be positively phototactic or it may be negatively phototactic. If it is moving towards the light, it is known as a positively phototactic. If it is moving away from the light, it is known as negatively phototactic. Example is Chlamydomonas. Next, that is chemotactic. In case of chemotactic movement, plant cell is moving according to the chemicals. Best example for chemotactic movement is movement of anthrazoids in bryophytes, where archegonians secrete certain viscous secretions which contain the chemicals which attract anthrazoids towards the archegonia. Such type of movement of anthrazoid, it is known as chemotactic movement. And next, that is the thermotactic movement. When movement of organism or plant cell is taking place according to the heat or temperature, that particular movement, it is known as thermotactic movement. Again, example is Chlamydomonas, which is moving towards the high temperature up to certain level, that is the positively thermotactic moment, you may say, and beyond that particular level it moves away from the heat, that is negatively thermotactic moment, which is showing after a particular temperature. This is all about movement of locomotions. Next, that is the moment of curvature. Generally in case of higher plants, where locomotion of whole plant doesn't take place, but there will be bending of an organ of the plant. It will take place due to the internal or external stimulus. That is known as moment of curvature. This moment of curvature is again divided into two types, that is a spontaneous or autonomous moment of curvature and paratonic or induced moment of curvature. As far as autonomous or spontaneous moment of curvature is concerned, it is again divided into the two categories, that is moment of variation and moment of growth. In case of moment of variation, the plant or organ, it is completely developed, but it is showing certain kinds of movement in their organ. Best example for that, it is the Indian telegraph plant, in which a leaf has three leaflets, a middle large leaf and two small leaflets at the base which are opposite. These two leaflets are moving in upward and downward direction after certain time period. That means there is a variation in their shape. That particular type of moment, it is known as moment of variation. Next, that is the moment of growth. In this type, different kinds of growth patterns, these are found. In case of growth moment, hyponasty or epinasty pattern is there, which is generally found in case of dorsiventral organs like leaf, petals, sepals, etc. As far as hyponasty is concerned, or hyponastic moment is concerned, the growth is more towards the lower side of that particular organ. Therefore, it bends upward. While in case of epinasty, growth is more towards the upper side, therefore it bends downward. Best example for hyponasty or epinasty is Nephrolepis or fern, which shows circinate vernation during the young stage. It is curved upward, that means in young stage it shows hyponasty, and in adult stage it shows epinasty. Next type, that is the nutational growth. In case of nutational growth, the growth is taking place in zigzag manner. At certain period, the growth is maximum towards the one side and it will change maximum towards the another side after some time. In this way, there is a change in the growth pattern of that particular plant in nutational type of growth moment. Next, that is the circumnutational growth pattern or growth moment. In this type, generally apex are strictly rounded one, and its growth is taking place in rotational way. Such type of growth pattern, it is known as circumnutational type of growth. Then another kind of moment of curvatures, these are induced or paratonic type of moment of curvature. This induced moment of curvature are again categorized into the two categories, that is tropic moment or which are also known as a growth moment, and Nastic moment, which are also known as variation moment. Tropic moments are different types. As these are induced moments, no doubt there will be external stimulus. The tropic moments may be geotropic. That means the moment or growth, it is taking place according to the gravitational force. We know that any plant, it has positively geotropic organ, that is known as root. Again, negatively geotropic organ, that is called stem. If you keep any plant in a pot in horizontal position, its stem will grow upward or in negatively geotropic manner, and root will grow downward, that means in positively geotropic manner. That is called geotropic growth. Next, that is the phototropic growth. We know that if any plant is grown in the dark or in a room, it has always habit to grow towards the window. Why? In search of light. That particular moment, it is known as phototropic moment. Next, that is the hydrotropic moment. Here, the movement of organ is taking place in search of water or according to the water. Roots, these are always growing towards the water source or availability of water in the soil. This moment is known as hydrotropic moment. Next, that is the thigmotropic moment. Such type of moment is generally found in case of climbers, where the growth of the plant is taking place with the help of support. Certain stem tendrils are there which needs support of the woody plant for their growth. That particular moment, it is known as thigmotropic moment. Next, that is the chemotropic moment. In chemotropic moment, growth of the organ is affected due to the chemicals. Best example for that is germination of pollen grain. We know that pollen grain is deposited on the stigma and it germinates and reach up to the egg. That growth of the pollen tube towards the egg is controlled by the chemicals. Therefore, it is known as chemotropic moment. Next, that is the thermotropic moment. Simple. The growth of the organ, it is taking place or affected due to the temperature. Such type of thermotropic moment, it is recorded in Anemone stellata. Last type, that is the aerotropism. Here, in case of aerotropism, the growth of an organ is taking place according to the O2 concentration or oxygen concentration. These are certain tropic moments which are found in the plants. Next, that is the Nastic moment or variation moments. These Nastic moments, these are again categorized into the different categories. Number one, that is Nyctinastic moments. In this type of moment, generally the position of organs, these are found different during the daytime and during the night time. Best example for that is oxalis, in which the leaflet open during the daytime and it becomes closed during the night time. In this way, There is a change in the shape or position of the organs during the day and night time. Next, seismonostic moment. In seismonostic moment, the plants, they are showing a response to the external stimulus like touch. The best example of seismonostic moment is Mimosa pudica. When we touch Mimosa pudica or any sensitive plant, it shrinks or it closes its leaves, and after some time it again regains its original shape or it opens its leaflet. Such type of moment, it is known as seismonostic moment. Last, that is the thigmonostic moment, or it is also known as haptonostic moment. In thigmonostic moment or haptonostic moment, the plant movement is taking place due to the touch of insect. Such type of movement is generally found in the insectivorous plants like sundew plant or Venus flytrap plant, where insect touch stimulate tendrils to secrete different type of secretion of hydrolytic enzymes or closing of the tendrils to capture that particular insect. In this way, different kinds of movements, these are found in the plants. Hopefully, you have understood all these movements very well. Thank you.